Hey everyone, Blaine Austin here at Sewing Machines Plus, and welcome to our first show of 2025 at the SMP Live, and we're glad you tuned in today. Today we're kicking the year off with a great show. We have Grace in the house, and we're going to talk about some stitch regulation. We're going to talk about some robotics. We're going to talk about some machines. We're going to talk about a few things. So y'all stay tuned for that. But before we get into that, got to say a shout out to some of our people watching out there today in the SMP Nation. We have Ann Phil back in Virginia watching. We have Linda Brooks. She's in South Carolina. We have Caroline Kingot from Rio Rico, Arizona. I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
Rio Rico. Never heard of that. That's a new one for me. Candace Johnson over in Kentucky. And so thank y'all for watching today. And I hope that y'all had a wonderful Christmas. Hope that you had a great new year. And we're so ready to kick off 2025. And we have got, oh my gosh, the first half of the year is already packed full of things we're planning. And so we're going to talk a little bit about some of the schedule today too. We got so many things going on. And we got some events coming up very fast. I mean, like coming up in the next couple of weeks that are coming up that we've been planning for a while, and that we hope that you'll get to take advantage of. One of those, is coming up really fast. Is January the 8th is our, it's the Art Spira workshop that we've got with Brother, and this is with Sarah Vetzer. And y'all all know and love Sarah. She is a national brother educator. Now, this is going to be from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on January the 8th. It isn't a virtual event. The cost is only $49. And I'm telling you what, if you've got a brother machine that has Wi-Fi, or you're planning on getting one with Wi-Fi, this is a show that you need to make, an event you need to go to, because Sarah's going to do a deep dive into Art Spira and show you how you can take full advantage of that app. And the app is absolutely free to download. You can, go to on your Apple, on your Android, you can download it from your App Store. And this thing just basically opens up a whole new world to you. And even if you want to use your, any of the printers, the sublimation printer, the fabric printer from Brother, or even the scan and cut, you can use this to send designs wirelessly to them. You can manipulate designs. You can create your own designs. So there's so many things you can do, but Sarah's going to take a deep dive into this. So I would highly encourage y'all. This would be a well-spent $49 if you can go sign up for that. Excuse me. So you can go to our website, and at the very top of the page where it says events and classes, just click on that. That'll take you to that landing page, and you'll see the Brother Art Spira workshop. Click on there, and then that'll take you to the sign up page. You can go sign up. It is a virtual event, and then we are going to do a watch party at the San Marcos store. If anybody is local, wants to come, they can come and watch it on our big screens and everything in there, and participate here at the store with it. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and hope that y'all will tune in. We're going to give some prizes away and naturally have some good content. And so that's on January the 8th. January the 9th, y'all make sure y'all mark your calendars for this. January the 9th is also an event on our regular Thursday show that we're going to have. We're having a Durkee Hoops Happy Embroidery workshop, or showcase, I should say. And it is going to be, we're going to do a big deep dive with the Durkee Hoops, with the Happy Embroidery machines. And we've got Dawn Chase with Durkee going to be here to go all through some of the Durkee Hoops and how to use those. And then the second hour of the show is going to be Happy with Carly Bell. And she's going to go through all the Happy machines, talk about them, talk about, show you how to use them. And so we're super excited about this. This is the Durkee Happy Showcase. That'll be January the 9th, and it'll be at our regular time, 10 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Central. So we hope that y'all will plan out the 2 hours. It's probably going to be about 2 hour show. So y'all make sure y'all plan out that. So it's going to be fun that day. And then that leads us to, we have the Road to California coming up. Now, there's a lot going on at Road to California this year. So I'm going to wait a little while till I talk about it, because I've got a list of celebrities that are going to be in our 7 booths. And it is crazy how many people we're going to have there, and all the people. So you can come and see your favorite celebrity you've seen on our shows are going to be there. And I've got a special surprise guest going to drop in right at the end of this show. And her and I are going to talk a little bit about the Road to California, who's going to be there. And we've got some surprises in store for you for Road to California, because we are going to broadcast a show live from Road to California on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Wednesday, it'll be at 3 p.m. Pacific time. And then on Thursday and Friday, it will be at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And we're going to come to you live from Road to California, give you a little taste of what it's like at these quilt shows, if you've never been to this one. And you'll get to talk to some of and see some of your favorite celebrities, I should say, and because they're going to be there. So anyway, we hope that y'all will make sure that y'all tune in for that. If you don't get to go, we encourage y'all to go if you can, because it's going to be a great event. And then naturally in February, we're having our Stitch and Switch event with Ring Wilcoxon, and that event is sold out. Both events are sold out, but if you want to get on the waiting list and you had planned on coming, you can still go to our events and page at the very top of our website, the events and classes. You can click on that. It takes you to that landing page. You can click on the Stitch and Switch event, and either dates you can click on one of the dates, and it goes to sign up, and it's kind of a wait list, they call it. And if somebody cancels, they can give you a call and get you signed up, but it is sold out. So anyway, hopefully we'll get to do that again, because it's going to be a great event. So, all right, today we talked about, Grace going to be in the house, and we have Melinda Romero, we have Mark Martin here. Y'all know them very well. They've been on our shows many times, and we're going to talk all about some stitch regulation. So y'all, welcome to the show, Melinda and Mark.
Morning, Blaine.
Morning,
How are
Blaine.
you this morning?
I am fantastic. How are y'all doing?
We're doing
good.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. I'm catching
so
up.
y'all are the first show of 2025 for SMP.
Yes.
I like it.
Yes.
Kick it off.
Yep. Andrew
How
sent me.
was y'all's holidays?
It was great.
It was good.
Family, friends, good food. Smoked a lot of food. Played. Yeah, it was just a lot of great fun. So, what about your holiday?
Well, mine could have probably been better. Michelle went to Louisiana. It was a crazy time. Michelle went to Louisiana because we were going to go to her family has a big Christmas get together always the Saturday before Christmas. And she went up there for a whole week, stayed up there and just worked from there. And I was going to go that Friday to see, to meet with her and then go to the party. I got to the San Diego airport on Friday morning, and it had fogged us in, and they delayed my flight 3 times. The airport was absolutely insane. It was so many thousands of people packed in there. You couldn't move, and they closed security down because the gates were so full. So I didn't know if I was ever going to get out or not. So they kept canceling my flight. So I called her, said, I'm thinking I'm not coming. So I just canceled my flight and went home. Well, that's one. She came back sick. She came back with the flu. So Christmas Day, she was in bed, and I just kind of hung around and watched TV with the dogs.
Well, that's one for the ages, right? You won't forget this one.
Is Michelle feeling better now, though?
She actually today she woke up. She feels better today than she has felt in 2 weeks. So
that's good.
She got back. So she felt like she was kind of back to the land of the living today. But it hit her pretty hard, and so she's kind of been in bed and not doing too good. But I'm hoping she's on the road to your recovery right now.
Recovery, yes, yeah, that'd be great.
Yes, well, feel better, Michelle.
Yeah.
Being sick is awful, so I hope you feel better soon.
Well, it's just a terrible time of the year to get sick, and but it happens when you travel, and you're around kids and people that are, going to schools, and they're around so many germs and stuff. It's that's usually what happens, so. But hopefully she's on the road, and we can put it behind us and move on. But hey, I'm excited about today.
Yes,
because we're going to kick 2025 off right. We've got a lot of things to talk about today, and so I'm going to let y'all get going on this.
Perfect.
And I'm going to come back. I'm going to tell everybody kind of some of the things we've got for our specials going on, and we're going to talk about some compatible machines and things too with the stitch regulation. And so I'm gonna let y'all take it away, and I'll see y'all back here in a few minutes.
All right.
Awesome.
Thanks, Blaine.
Awesome. Mark, I've been with Grace Company, 3.5 years. Time flies when you're having fun. You've been here
13
years. So a super, super long time. As a beginner quilter, I've had a sewing machine probably since I was 12 years old. Kind of one of those rite of passage. You get a sewing machine when you're around that age. So being around sewing machines wasn't new to me. Quilting, however, was like my mind was blown. With quilting, it's not something I ever thought about, fathomed, ever pictured myself doing. Let alone with my sewing machine at home. So I know with Grace Company, we're innovators, coming out with a lot of products to help people with that quilting journey. And whether you're using your domestic sewing machine or, kind of graduate and build yourself up to a long arm machine. And Mark, in your time here at Grace Company, kind of in a nutshell, kind of how's the progression of the products gone?
Oh, the progression is fast. You're mentioning all the domestics. There's sit downs. There's hand quilt. I mean, just the transitions from all these different ways of quilting, hand quilting to sit down to machine quilting, and everything in between. But what has been commonly used are the domestic machines. That's always going to be the common denominator in quilting, right? Everybody has those. I'm sure that you who are watching, you can look in your room and you have 5, 6 sewing machines that you're using. So that is a common denominator when you quilt, whether you use it for sewing or for quilting. We're seeing a lot more of those domestics used for quilting, and we're running into the same problem we hear all the time: inconsistent stitches. I have to use my foot pedal. I have to stand, or can I sit? If I stand, do I have the right tools to make it stand? So many different variables, and these issues have been arising the entire time. So they're not going to go away. They're always, as long as domestic machines are available, we're always have those. And I don't want to say the word issue. Issue sounds it's strong, but there are issues from the inconsistent stitches, right?
There are.
Which is why today we're talking about 2 things that help with that. One particularly is that SureStitch Elite that helps with those stitches, right?
And we have it right here. So, so many people can quilt with their domestic machine. And like Mark was saying, whether you're push quilting or you put your machine on a frame, you're kind of stuck using that foot pedal, pushing that with your foot, focusing on pushing your fabric and doing your design and managing all the fabric. There's so much focus, in so many places. Sometimes there's not enough focus to go all the way around. I'm one of those.
Yep.
I have talked about, I can drive a manual car. Can I push my foot pedal and steer my machine across the frame at the same time? Same consistent speed, same movement, and get that uniform stitching? No, I can't. It's hard.
It is tough. It is very tough. And so some can do it, but Grace Company, we've always been thinking of the next product that helps with this. Now, SureStitch Elite, it hasn't been new. It's been on the market for quite some time. We've actually been making SureStitches for about 17 plus years. We've been making some sort of device that helps drive the domestic. like all product, we looked at the previous ones and we've upgraded, we've changed, we made it better. And so now we have our SureStitch Elite, which is right now the top of the line. And it's a great way to turn your domestic machine into a stitch regulated machine, especially if you have a budget that you're trying to stick by. You're trying to go get a long arm or a mid arm, something regulation built in, you can be spending, $3,000 and above. Whereas, today, when we're talking about SureStitch Elite, you can add this to your domestic machine. Now, one thing that we get asked a lot is the machines that this is available with, because it's not available with all machines out there.
It's not. So I had provided SMP with a snapshot of the compatible machines that the SureStitch Elite works with. And there's quite a few different machines. I'm not sure if we can get that pulled up right now. I'm pulling it up on my side as well. But again, so many different machines. Now, the SureStitch Elite, keep in mind, so it's when you're pressing your foot pedal, you're controlling how fast or how slow your needle is moving up and down. Okay, so again, that's just the speed of the stitching itself. Just because you can control that speed doesn't mean that you can control the regulation in the stitching. So that's, really where the SureStitch Elite has come into. So whether we're looking at baby lock machines, brother machines, Elna machines, Juki machines, Both machines, and Viking Husqvarna machines, there's quite a few machines that the SureStitch Elite is compatible with. And again, this simple device, it's giving you the speed control. So again, how fast and how slow your needle is moving up and down, but also giving it that stitch regulation. One thing as a newer quilter, I strive for, and I know I'm not perfect. My first project, again, horrendous. Nobody's seen it. I was all over the place. I didn't know what I didn't know. And now that after I had that one project under my belt, things are becoming easier. It's a little bit more intuitive. With quilting, I don't think there's, really specific rules that we have to follow. Not like, years ago when there were certain steps of doing things. But again, thinking outside of the box, having the right tools to complete those projects really is the key thing.
It makes it easier. The SureStitch Elite, as we talked about. So look at your domestic machines. SMP, they have a list of all the machines available, and there are a lot available with the SureStitch Elite. What the SureStitch Elite is going to do now is turn your domestic into a regulator. We talked about the foot pedal briefly. Foot pedal, where you plug this into, you plug this into the foot pedal port. So there's a list right there they can see. Yeah. There are tons of machines on there. So if your machine is on there, get the SureStitch Elite. As I mentioned, you can plug this into your foot pedal port. It's that simple. There's a few other things that you need to attach, but it's about a 15-minute, maybe 30-minute tops, right, to install this regulator. So it's going to regulate your machine. Like all regulated machines, that doesn't mean you can't outrun the regulator. You can outrun the regulator on all machines. With a SureStitch, though, this allows you to have most control over your stitches. So when you move your machine slower or faster, it will regulate your speed. But if you move your machine from 0 to 60 in like 2 seconds, it's not going to regulate that. If you just quilt normal, move your machine around the normal way, you're going to find that you're going to have the regulation, keep the stitches the same length the entire time. Not only is it a regulator, but we also have the same feature that all of our long arm machines.
We have to move our lights, our auto lights dimmed.
Yeah.
So
I'll go ahead and move that, and I'll come right back.
Yes. Okay. So there we go. All right. So again, with the SureStitch Elite, you can see the compatibility list. When you're setting up the SureStitch Elite, there are encoders. So just like our long arm machines, the encoder will install on the upper and lower, so the side of the machine and the back of the machine, and kind of the encoder, it's kind of the brain telling, the control box where the machine is kind of on the frame and how fast it's moving. So that's kind of, the basis of the SureStitch Elite working, is having the encoders, then of course the control box. Now, if we go back to that list, the compatibility list of all the machines, all of those machines are pre-programmed into the SureStitch Elite. We provide several cords inside the box, so whatever machine you have, on the SureStitch Elite, you'll select your machine, select the appropriate cord, and like Mark was saying, it's about a 15 to maybe 30-minute installation to get that SureStitch Elite installed.
It's pretty fast. As I was saying before, not only do you have the regulator, but you also have a feature in there that I love, which is your edge warning.
Yes.
So you can go in there, and edge warning is a feature that we have on our longer arm machines, which is really fascinating. But edge warning, because you get, as a new quilter or someone, you may not be new quilting, but you may be new to stand up or moving your machine around, you're so focused on your needle, you're focused on your pattern that you're moving, that you forget that you're on a frame that has a rail, or a smaller machine that has a rail through it, that when you come up, you're limited to your throat space. And so you can crash into the take-up rail or the rail through the throat of your machine, or to the sides of your frame as well. So edge warning gives you a warning around the edges, a invisible warning, so to say, but when you approach that edge, you can set it to be a 1/2 inch or 1 inch within that parameter. So when you get closer to hitting your take-up rail or the side of the your frame,
or
it's going to warn
even
you.
a quilt block.
Yeah, it's going to warn
you
you.
Set your perimeter for specific areas.
Yes.
And you get that beep warning.
Yep. So it's super amazing. If you're looking at your machine and you've been push quilting, or you have it on a frame, maybe you bought one of our frames in the past and you're moving your machine around, but you're still using your foot pedal, now's the time to get the SureStitch Elite. It's going to regulate your machine. Like Melinda said, it's going to make your job a whole lot easier. You're going to finish projects faster. And now you have a machine that you feel comfortable with. You already own your domestic, and all you're doing is investing in a small amount of money, which we'll get here in a minute, to regulate your machine, which is awesome. And so start the new year with a bang. You have 3, 4, 5, 10 quilt tops. Let the SureStitch Elite help you keep those stitches consistent, so you feel a lot better, a lot more confident in your quilting.
Yes. All right. So SureStitch Elite, I think hands down probably one of my favorite products here at Grace Company when I'm using a domestic machine.
Because it's inexpensive.
It is.
Very inexpensive.
Yes. Now, when you're using your domestic machine, yes, you can push quilt. The SureStitch Elite won't work for the push quilting, so just remember, it's exclusively when you've put your domestic machine on a frame. Let me move aside so we can see. We have a little machine here. We have the SureStitch Elite installed. This machine, it's a Juki. What model? Can you see the model on the
It's
side?
just 18. Yep.
So Juki 18.
Yep. And since we focus on that real fast, I know you can't see, but if I hit start and I move this around, there you go. So you can see if I slow down, look at the needle, and you can hear it too. And if I speed up, you can hear it. So, and it keeps the stitches all the same length. And then again, once I slow down, and when you're done, you hit stop, and it's done. It's that simple. Just by press of the button, you can now move your machine. And I was doing it with one hand. It's very smooth on the ball bearing wheels, but the regulator is where it's at.
Yes. So again, you already have a sewing machine at home. You may or may not have a cutie frame like what's behind me, or what else? A Q-zone hoop, or a couple other frame options to be able to, or that would be compatible with the SureStitch Elite and your machine.
Yep.
My motto, work smarter, not harder.
That's right.
SureStitch Elite definitely helps to accomplish that.
Yep.
Now, I do get a lot of questions, Mark, that people say, "Oh, the SureStitch Elite, it's it is a little bit out of my price range. Is there something else that, may be similar and will work?
Well, that's what's nice about the other product, what she's talking about, is our speed control. So our speed control comes just in a simple white box. You can see it attached on there as well, right there. Is that?
So this one right here.
And so it is another way of you're doing quilting. However, the speed control, Melinda, it's your foot pedal essentially on your handlebar. So what you're seeing right there is your foot pedal. So there's a dial. If you can point to the dial, when you turn that dial, that's what increases and decreases your speed. So yes, it's very inexpensive, and there's a great deal. Again, we're going to get the prices, but that is your foot pedal. So just like your foot pedal, if you press hard on your foot pedal and your needle goes fast, you need to keep up with it. With the dial, that's what you're doing. If you turn the dial up, your needle goes faster. If you turn it down, your needle goes slower. One nice thing is because of the handlebars and what you have on your system is you can control your speed a whole lot faster. So if you do turn that dial up and your needle's going faster, you simply just move the handlebars to keep up with that speed. And so it is a very inexpensive way to do it. It is not a regulator. It is your foot pedal on your handlebar that plugs into your foot pedal port as well. And that's simple. It's out of the box, plug it in, and you're good to go. There are machines as well. So just as like the same list from our SureStitch.
Not the same exact list.
No,
so,
the same kind of concept that you have to find for the compatibility, because there are. So there's the speed control compatibility list for the machines that fit that.
Yes. And I love the speed control again because it makes it so I don't have to fumble with the foot pedal.
So easy.
I'm not trying to focus. How far am I pushing? Am I working on the side of the frame, but my foot pedal is still on the other side? It helps you focus and put your attention on what you're quilting.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's just that simple. It's controlling how fast and how slow the needle is moving up and down.
Yep.
So
Melinda, I love the two products. I love them because they help you, who has a budget, who loves quilting, who wants to be able to move up. Everybody's looking to make that next step up. What is that next step? And with these two products, it allows you to do your quilting a whole lot easier, more comfortable. And that's what we want here at Grace Company. We want to be able to have product that fits your machine, fits your budget, fits whatever kind of like lifestyle you're doing with your quilting, so you can create those memories easier, you're more excited to, and with a very, it's not a headache to set these up. So you can set both of these up really, really simple.
So again, SureStitch Elite, as I mentioned, it has the encoders, upper and lower. The speed control, again, it's just a simple plug and play, plug it in where your foot pedal plugs in, set it up on your handlebar and you're good to go.
Yep.
Now, some people, I'm not going to say some people, I know a lot of people got an awesome Christmas present for themselves or from somebody. And that was our new mini quilter.
Mm-hmm.
And I've already had questions, do these projects, do they work on that frame? So the speed control, yes, works on the mini quilter. The SureStitch Elite, because it has the encoders, just the wheel size and spacing, the encoders aren't compatible with the mini quilter. However, both of these options, the speed control and the SureStitch Elite, both are compatible with the Cutie Breeze, and then of course any of our other frames as well.
Yep. So pick one up now. Again, SMP has a wonderful pricing to start off the new year with these. But other than that, let your quilting go on. Start your quilting today. Today is the second day of the new year.
2025. Can you believe that already?
2025. So look at what you're doing. Just create those memories. The SureStitch Elite again has that edge warning, increases and decreases your speed just by moving in the handlebar, because it is regulating your speed The Speed Control is just a foot pedal on your handlebar. Both are fantastic. Both have their prices. Both have the machines they work with, and they both allow you to create those memories at an easier building of love and joy for those around.
Yes. Now, I've seen a couple of questions come through. Yes, either or the Speed Control or SureStitch Elite will work on the original Cutie frame. So you're good there. There was another question I thought I'd seen. Can you recommend a reasonable sewing machine that works with the regulator?
Well, if you,
I have my favorites.
if you're talking about reasonable sewing machine, any sewing machine on that list,
Yes.
they all work with it. So, and it's meant to do the same thing. That's what it's geared for. So if you're talking about reasonable sewing machine, really, the machines that work with this on that list is all reasonable.
Right.
If you already have one, great. You don't need to go buy one. So you get that list from SMP. You can find out which one you like, but that's a great question. But reasonable is really, if what you already own, if it's on that list, that's reasonable. That's reasonable enough in my book that you're going to save money from needing to get a bigger one. Now, keep in mind, I'm going to throw this out there. You always want to go bigger. So get with SMP, because we have other products that allows you to go bigger with our unique machines. But right now, in the meantime, to start somewhere, these are the two best products that work, and they can be reasonable with any machine. I'm going to leave that up to you on what's reasonable or not, because if it's on that list, to me, that's reasonable.
Yes. All right. One more question. I have a Brother Dream frame.
Yep.
Will it work with it?
Yep.
Absolutely. Either or.
Pretty much any frame other than the mini quilter.
Yes.
Just put it that way. Any Grace made frame other than the mini quilter, both these products will work.
Yes. Yes. I love it. So, so many possibilities with our creations. I know I had some time off over the holidays, and I spent quite a bit of time, kind of looking online in shops at different stores, looking at new fabric options, new pattern options. I'm ready, for this year, to start with some fun new projects.
It's going to be great. I'm excited for you. I'm listening. But there's one up there that I'm watching go up. It says, my sewing machine is not compatible on the list with I think that's a crying emoji. That is okay. And I'm going to say this because everybody who has domestic machines, they get them because of the cost effective and they get the job done. If it's not on your list, and if you have a small budget, reach out to SMP, because they have domestic machines that you can purchase that are very inexpensive. And in fact, they could probably, if you call them up or let them know, they could probably give you a SureStitch and a machine as a combo unit price. But for now, because these are individually, they're going to get you a price for what these are to go with what you already own. But for those who don't have machine compatible with these products, that's okay. You can reach out to SMP. There's a number in the stuff at the bottom right there on that on our image. But that allows you to say, okay, well, I can get this sewing machine and it's $1,200. That might be low. I don't know. $1,500, $1,800, right?
Right.
That
Whatever
is still,
it may be.
that is still a whole lot less than investing into a long arm that you're not ready for right now. So if you need to, it's probably best to invest in another domestic machine to get the regulator, to get your journey going, because you will always look at something bigger and better down the road. But at least now your feet can be wet. You love what you're doing. You understand how it works. That's going to help you for that next step when you're ready to take it. So don't let not having a machine stop you. Again, reach out to SMP. I'm sure they have a lot of machines. Well, I'm not sure. I know they have a lot of machines ready for you with the SureStitch Elite.
Yes. And, that's kind of one of my favorite things about both of these products. And, granted, we exclusively have these products, but dealers like SMP, they have access to so many different brands, and, talk with them, have that in-depth conversation, let them know, what your budget is, what your space is, the who, what, why, where, when, how, with everything, and work with them to really come up with your own special bundle between, the different products. They're the experts there for you to help with that.
Yes. Well, if that's all the questions, I hope you're excited to start 2025 with your own machine with a Grace regulator or a Grace speed control. And then again, in the future, come back to S&P for more Grace products if you're looking at a bigger machine. But should we get the price, or is there anything else you want to add to that? Because
I think we've covered it. Let the people, reach out to SMP, work with them, whether they're buying the products individually or creating their own special machine and accessory bundle combo. They have everything to help you make those decisions. So let's go back to Blaine. I know Blaine has some special pricing with both of these products, the Speed Control and the SureStitch Elite.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, great job, guys, explaining all that. And Mark, I know your arm is probably really sore today because I've been twisting the heck out of it before the show to get the pricing.
Yes, but you know what? It's recovering. So we're good.
All right. So just know, everybody, I'm going to be twisting Mark's arm all year for 2025. We're going to try to get y'all some great pricing on the shows. And, again, I talk about this a lot, especially when we have Grace on in all of our festivals and things. But there's so many people out there, and y'all know this as well because you've been to live shows like at, quilt shows. People will come up and they'll see your long arm sitting there and they go, "Oh, I would love to have that. I don't have the room." And immediately I say, well, hey, you can still quilt because we can show you how you can quilt. And especially, y'all have the market cornered on that. Basically, you have those, different frames that makes it extremely easy, takes up no room. And the other part of that is just, like the Cutie Breeze. That's one of those frames that is extremely easy to put together. You can put it on a tabletop. You can do put it on your kitchen table. You can put a domestic machine on there, and then y'all have made it to where any machine can have stitch regulation. And then on top of that, if they ever want to add robotics, you can put robotics on it. So you can get into quilting at pretty much any level you want to with Grace.
Yes. And that's, I've hinted at and kind of said that during other live events, being a newer quilter, I didn't know what I didn't know. And I knew my sewing machine at home, but I didn't know. And I'm sure there's still so much that I don't know already or yet. And that's okay. It's part of the journey. It's part of becoming a better quilter. But in order to become a better quilter, really it's best to have the right tools, ready and available so you can achieve that goal.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. And we have, like in March, we'll have our Quilt Fest. And every year at Quilt Fest, we have a contest where people can make a quilt and enter it. And one of our winners years back actually used a domestic machine on the Q-Zone hoop frame, on one of y'all's small frames, and made a queen size quilt and actually won the contest. So that just shows you that you can do anything you can use will work. And what y'all make it, you can do a lot of things on a domestic machine, but what y'all do is make it extremely easy to use your domestic machine.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And we want everybody, I mean, that's what it is, right, Blaine? This is a hobby. It should be easy. And there should be enough tools out there that help it easy. And if it's not, that's what we're here for, to help you as one of our valued partners to make it easy for your customers. That's why they come to SMP. You guys have the right tools for all your customers. And so we want it easy.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we sure appreciate it. I know, are y'all both going to be at Road to California, correct?
Yes.
We will be. And Blaine, we have something for you. So you better be there.
I'm going to be there.
For you.
I'm going to be there pretty much the whole time this
Perfect.
year, the whole week, because I'm not going to the Impression Show. Last year, I went to the Impression Show, and I was going to try to make my way to the Road to California, and I pulled up the traffic app, to get my directions over there, and it was telling me it was going to be 4 hours to drive 52 miles, and I was like, I'm going home.
I remember that. Sorry, our lights dimmed because it
Yeah,
sensed
I
no
think I
movement.
told y'all or text you said, hey, I'm not going to make it.
Yeah.
Mhm,
You
mhm.
know, but we still met with
Kyle.
Kyle and Raina and No, I don't think Kyle was there last year, but Raina,
Oh, you're right.
Corey, and
Melania and
there were a
Corey were
couple
there.
other retail people. You know, went out and had a nice dinner. You know, we always love working with SMP with you and your teams. Again, everybody's knowledgeable. You guys are great to work with. I
Yep.
absolutely love it.
Yep, it's amazing. Now, Blaine, I know you probably have the pricing that you're going to give everybody of these. I don't know if they got back to you right now. I just sent a message to the studio chat. So I don't know if they got back to you or not, but we made it better because since my arm healed faster, I thought I might as well give you something better so that way you don't have to twist it as hard next time. So I got something better for you. I don't know if they told you what it was, but it's a better, I want to give you a better deal for this first day, first event, and we're, first with you guys.
Well, we got it, and we're ready to roll with it. So, guys, thank y'all so much for coming on the show and kicking the year off right. And we'll see y'all in just a couple weeks.
Yeah,
Perfect.
We'll
Thanks,
see ya.
Blaine.
Thanks so much, Blaine.
Bye.
See y'all. All right, everybody, you heard it here. We've got a better pricing for you on this. So we talked all about the stitch regulation. And so Andrew's going to put that overlay up there, right there, and you see it. Okay. So we have an SMP live pricing of $764 for the stitch regulation. We do also have a call-in special on this. So give us a call right now, 800-401-8151. If you want to get that great special on this. Now, again, we have that list. Andrew, can you put that list back up on the screen? These are the compatibility list. You see it right there. If y'all can just take your phones out right now, or if you're watching on your phone, you can take a snapshot of that, and that way you'll have that list, and you can see if your machine is actually on there with the brands we have listed, and it'll fit right on and make it work, and then your machine will have stitch regulation on it. If your machine already has stitch regulation, then you're ready to go with quilting. You can put it on one of their frames they have that for the domestic machines, like the QD Breeze or the Q-Zone hoop frame. You can do those different frames like that. And then you can also put robotics on there. And so there's a lot of things you can do, but you have to have stitch regulation for the robotics if you ever want to put robotics on it. So you have to be able to do that. So there you go. And we do have a better pricing on that. And this is the Grace Speed Control. So this is also what they talked about it. You see the S&P live pricing at $67.96 on that. Also, give us a call on this one. It's 800-401-8151. Again, two great products from Grace today that we're showing to you, and we're kicking it off the year great. Right there is another compatibility list for that. Excuse me, that you can see. And so again, if y'all are, sometimes this is confusing. I know when you talk about robotics, you talk about stitch regulation, speed control, all those different things. Give us a call if you just want to ask some questions. All of our staff, we are the most knowledgeable, excuse me, we're the most knowledgeable company out there when it comes to long arms, and because we sell more than any other dealer in the country by far. And our salespeople in the call center are extremely knowledgeable about, quilting machines, robotics, stitch regulation, and all that, so they can help you out. All right, so we are going to talk a little bit about Takeover Tuesday. As y'all know, we kick Takeover Tuesday back. You see it right there. It is every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Central. And you see our celebrities there. From left to right, you see Jane Klaus, Becky Thompson, Carly Bell, and the ever so awesome Joanne Banco. And they are coming up every Tuesday. Now, on January the 7th, Becky Thompson's going to be coming to you live on Tuesday, January the 7th. On January the 14th, we have Carly Bell is going to be on. If y'all want to make notes of this, January the 21st, we have Joanne Banco. And then January the 28th will be Jane Klaus. Now, speaking of Jane Klaus, why don't y'all welcome Jane to the show?
Hi, everybody. Hi, Blaine. Happy New Year, friends. Happy New
Happy New
Year.
Year to you.
What's
So,
happening? This is so good.
You know, Jane, we just talked about Takeover Tuesday. Now, you were on Christmas Eve and had a show.
Yeah.
And then Becky Thompson was on for New Year's Eve and had a show. And I know everybody loves y'all's shows. Y'all are all different in your crafting things that you do. Joanne does certain things. Carly Bell does certain things. Becky does a lot of different things. Now, you are the crafter of the bunch. You always do some sort of crafting.
Right. I made this bracelet.
Setting tables, making bracelets. You've got some really cool things with the creative living. And that's kind of basically your brand is creative living. And you have to be creative to do that. So we're super excited you're here. But, today I want to talk a little bit about Road to California because we got a kind of a special announcement, don't we?
We sure do have a special announcement. I do want to say one thing about creative living. The reason why I do all of those extra things in addition to our sewing and serging and all the fun things we do in our sewing spaces is because I ask everyone spend 1 hour a day being creative, and then you can do anything you want. And I know all of the SMP Nation, everyone I know is probably foot to the pedal and you're making something as we're talking. But I always preach that to everybody and anybody I meet, even if they've never made anything in their life, try something because I know that you will be addicted and love it.
Well, so I've got to tell everybody about all the celebrities we're going to have.
The special
Road
announcement.
to California.
I know.
So y'all listen to this. This is, I'm going to give you the who's who of sewing, okay? In our King Quilter booth, Jane, we're going to have Belle Bruner. We're going to have Becky Thompson.
I love Becky.
We're going to have Aubrey Hartman.
Aubrey.
We're going to have John Hawks from Butler in there. So then we have the Serendipity Embroidery booth. We're going to have Stacy Louie. We're going to have Kate Quinn. We're going to have Deb Donovan. And then Sarah Thomas herself is going to make some appearances. She's teaching a class as well there, but she's going to make. We have the Janome Longarm booth. We have Kelly McKenzie. We have Christine Dolliner. We have Corey Sheehan. Then we have the Pfaff booth. We got Cindy Peck. We have Carla Herring. We have Deb North.
Oh,
okay.
What a lineup you got going on there, Blaine.
I know. We have the AccuQuilt booth. We have Kendall Hardy is going to be in that booth. Then we have the Happy Embroidery booth. Okay. Carly Bell is going to be in the booth.
We love Carly.
Then we have the Aero Cabinet booth. We have Harley Thomas is going to be there. Valerie Tribble is going to be there.
It's an all-star team.
Who else is going to be at Road to California doing a live show Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific time, Thursday 10 a.m. Pacific time, and Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific time? Guess who it is, everybody? It's Jane Klaus.
Yeah! I'm going to be at Road to California, and I'm so excited to be there and be a part of this amazing event with all of those celebrities. Even for me to see everybody in person is like, oh my God, you actually exist. But yeah, we're doing the show, Blaine.
So guess what? We're going to give everybody a taste of Road to California. If you can't make it, we're going to give them 3 days, Jane, and you're going to talk to some of the celebrities I just met. You're going to walk around into all of our different 7 booths and talk and find out things. And we might even give you a little walk tour of the whole show.
It will be, of course, we're going to give you the walk tour. We're going to talk to all the celebrities. We're going to show you all the machines. We're going to show you everything that's going on. We'll do man on the street. It's going to be so much fun. We're really going to give you a peek into Road to California. Not only that, we'll give you a peek behind the scenes as well. So it's going to be a great time, Blaine. I am so excited to join the lineup.
And so if you go to the Road to California, when we're not on air, Jane's going to be hanging out in the Aero Cabinet booth, selling chairs and cabinets and with Carly and Valerie. So we're just going to have a good old time there. But we're going to have 7 booths, we call it the SMP Nation at the Road to California. You can't miss us. There's going to be all the trussing and lights and signs and everything up everywhere. You'll be able to see our booths real easy.
You need a map in the nation if you really want to get into it. I love it. By the way, in that Aero Cabinet booth, I'm going to be hiding things in those chairs, like in the pockets of the chairs. and probably doing races actually with Harley up and down if I can.
There you go.
I'm sure he will. It'll be fine.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. And, the thing about it is when you walk in the main doors at Road to California, just walk all the way to the back. And we're on the very back row, back by the loading docks. And the bathrooms are back there too. So everybody will have to go to the restroom. They're going to have to walk by our booth.
That's what I always say. If you have to go to the bathroom, you'll find us. Hey, raise your hand if you're going to be there. Because I know lots of people go, oh, I wish I could go. Some people are like, yeah, I'm making the trip. So I'd like to see it going right around. Raise your hand if you're going to be there. We'll see. It'll be so much fun. I'm really excited because it's fun to get together, like in person.
Yeah, and I hope everybody that, if you get to go, make sure y'all come by and say hi to us. We would, get a picture made with Jane or get a picture made with Carly or one of the celebrities. We would love for you to stop by and get your picture made with us, and it'd be a lot of fun.
It's going to be so much fun. I'm booked. I'm ready to go. I'm going to be there. I'm being nonstop. You think I'm excited now, Blaine? In person, you're going to be bowled over. And then it's going to be like, Jane, you need to go sit in the corner in one of those aero cabinet chairs and just take a break because I'll be super excited.
Well, and also, Jane, I want to tell everybody that's watching as well, if you can't make the Road to California show and you can't get some of those incredible specials, we're going to have at the show, we're going to actually, from the show, we're going to tell you some of the specials that are having there, and you're going to be able to purchase them through our call center and get those specials. Even if you can't make it, we're still going to be able to give you the specials, and you'll have to call in to get those special pricing. But we're going to make sure that all the different products that we have on special, and it'll be a great time.
It's going to be a fantastic time. Yeah, we're going to do it just like a real show, like what we do now when I say a real show. Like you'll have the overlays, we'll show you the things, the specials. I'll be roving around. Blaine and I will be sitting next to each other at some point, which is like, what?
Well, we're beside each other right now. See?
We are beside each other right now, but it'll be really cool to just actually look at you like this.
You're over here, like right here.
Yeah, right,
so you can clap me a 5.
Do you have,
me right now. No, you got to go the other way. Other way, Jane.
Well, but I was just
no,
okay, ready?
Go the other way.
No, this way.
No, put your hand the other way. There you go. Now go. Boom. There we go.
Okay, on my screen, you're the other way. I love it. Hey, Blaine. I do have a question. I have a question. Shoot. And I was trying to high five you so well that now I forgot what my question was. It was going to be about how much fun we're going to have. And it's not about coordinating outfits. I'll think of it and I'll text you later. I wanted everyone else to know. It doesn't matter. I can't remember.
Yeah, we're going to we'll have a little area set up that we won't have all of our pretty studios, but we're going to have a little area set up where you'll be able to see all the background and going on, all the activity going. And then Jane will be roaming around, interviewing people and talking about the products there. So it's just going to be a fun time. And we're going to try to bring, like I said, the Road to California Quilt Show right to your living room to you so you can see it and be just like you're there. But if you can make it, man, try to make it and come and see us. It's going to be so much fun, Jane. And again, hanging out with people like Carly Bell, Becky Thompson, Belle Bruner. I mean, the list just keeps going on and on and on.
Yeah.
And,
I wasn't there. I feel like I missed out.
Yeah. And Harley and Valerie are a hoot to be around too. They're so funny.
I've spent time with them on a floor before. They're great. By the way, when we're together live in person, sitting next to each other, do you have a good side or a bad side? Like, do you have to be on whatever side you need to be on?
I kind of like the side I'm on right now. So I think you got to be on my right side.
I'll be on if you're here. Yeah, perfect. Because I like to look this way.
You'll be on my right side.
Yeah. Well, yes. Yes. As long as I'm looking at you. Yeah, right side.
You're on the right side.
I'm picturing if you're here, then this is your right side.
Stage left. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stage left.
Yes.
We'll get it. We'll figure it out.
I think our screens are just different on the screen. What we're looking at. But we're good.
See,
I prefer being on your right side. Yeah.
Swap us around, Andrew. All right. So now we just switched.
Yes.
Now I got to do this way.
I got to do
high five.
Yes.
You got to do the opposite.
No, this way.
No. Do the other side, Jane.
No.
There you go. You got to put your left arm up.
It's
See,
way
you
too
got to
early.
get this. It's all backwards. You have to think backwards when you're doing this. So now I got to do this
Right.
way.
Yep, I got you. Okay,
All right, now you figured it
this
out.
is too much. Like let's just go
But
back to
see,
the
in
fun
person,
stuff.
we won't have to think that hard. We'll just look at each other and just flap a high five.
That's why I was like, what side do you like to be on? Do you have a better side? I have a better side. I know what side I like to be on. So we'll
You
figure
know
that out
what?
when I see
It'll
you.
be both sides will be great. Just being at the road to California, it won't be a bad side. So,
We need a
and
floor director.
what I'm excited about, it's going to be a lot of work too. I don't know if everybody knows what goes in on the behind the scenes, and we might do a little filming of that, but there's so much work goes into setting these shows up, and especially we've got a classroom as well, Jane, there at the Road to California, and I think almost all the classes Monday through Friday are sold out. We're doing our King Quilter long arms, and so I think all Monday through Friday, I think every class, both classes each day are sold out. However, Saturday in that classroom, Aubrey Hartman is teaching a Butler robotic class on the King Quilters. And I think there's spots available. So if they want to go to the Saturday class, there's still availability there, so they can go sign up for that. But it is going to be, along with the classroom setup and the 7 different booths we have set up and all the products that it's going to be a lot going on.
A lot going on, a lot of fun, a lot of education, a lot of talking, a lot of smiles, a lot of laughs. It's going to be a great time. I'm really excited. So it's, again, January 21st to the 25th.
Yes, January 21st through the 25th. And I'm not sure on the times. I think the show floor opens at 10 a.m. and goes to 5 p.m. if I'm mistaken, or 6 p.m., something like that.
Yeah,
we'll get the time for y'all. But y'all can go to Road to California. They have a Road to California Quilt Show webpage. You can go to that, and it tells you all the times, and you can buy your tickets there as well.
It's going to be a great time, Blaine. I'm super excited to go, and I'm excited to do the show with you. However it all works out, it's always going to work out, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So that's awesome, and I can't wait to see everybody there.
Yeah, it's going to be fun, and the thing about it too, we're going to have all the products set up so you can actually come and play them and use them, and we're going to have in the King Quilter booth, we're going to have all the King Quilter machines set up along with Butler Robotics on every one of them. So you can try out the different levels of the robotic systems, and then we're going to have the Janome long arm booth. You can come and try all the Janome long arms, and they're going to have Pro Stitchers on those. So you can try out the Pro Stitcher robotics. Wow. So it's just going to be a fun time. All the soft machines,
Yeah. I love the test driving. I love to get on there. And then especially too, when you're doing it, you have somebody there to ask the question to, and they can tell you right away. It's not, that in-person thing is really fun for me, especially a great way to learn. And I love that you have an education room. That's fun.
Yeah, it's good. I think
there's way too much.
What's that?
I said there's way too much. You're going to be able to get it all done. We need more days than 4.
Yeah, well, it's going to be, it's a pretty big show as well. So I think, if you come and you plan on spending 2-3 days there, you're going to be able to, at least you'll be able to see the whole show pretty easily. It's not as big as Houston Quilt Festival, but it's not too far behind it.
I like Houston Quilt Festival. That's fun. I've been there a couple times.
And great thing about a Road to California is when you're coming out here in January, guess what? You're maybe coming from the cold and tundra where you're at with snow, and it's going to be probably 70 degrees in Ontario. So it's going to be great weather.
What's wrong with sunny and 32, which is what we have today? It's beautiful sun. No snow.
We're sunny and hopefully 69 right now. So we're sunny 69. So every day about noon, it gets up to 70.
Oh, so I'm sorry. You probably get your parka out for that, huh?
Well, I had to wear my little vest this morning because it was a little chilly in the morings, but then by noon it warms up to 70 and it's beautiful. And sunny. You'll have to throw the vest away and enjoy the rest of the beautiful day.
I can't wait. Yes, we'll escape the frozen grounds here in the Midwest, and I'm happy to head out to California for a couple of days. What a great break and something to look forward to as well. And then I get to be a part of it, which is even better. So, Blaine, thank you for asking me and inviting me. I may have dropped a couple of hints along the way, but
Well, we made it happen, and we're super excited about it. And so, Jane, you want to stay around and help me give some stuff away?
Sure, absolutely. And I think, Trisha, you're right. We will bring you some snow, Blaine.
I don't need any of that. Trust me. If I want
Yeah.
snow, I'll just drive up to the mountains.
Yeah, you're right about that. We'll freeze some and bring it to you, or whatever. Okay, let's give away some prizes. I love that idea.
All right. So first up, we are going to give away a $25 gift card to SMP. Start the new year off right. So Andrew, spin that wheel.
Let's go, Andrew.
Here we go. Be our first winner of 2025.
The new year. Oh my goodness. I'm still drinking some champagne. Hey.
Lisa Garetana. Is that right? Garetana?
Giratana. I don't know. Giratana.
Garetana. Watching today from YouTube. Tell her how to claim that prize, Jane.
Oh, Lisa, thanks for joining us today in the new year. Head over to SMPlive.tv, scroll to the bottom of the page and fill out all the information. Let us know you won the prize and what you won. And then especially for the gift card, you got to make sure you give your email address so they know where to send you your digital gift card. Congratulations. Happy New Year.
That is right. We'll email you the code and you can put it in at checkout, Jane, and save $25 on a purchase.
Awesome.
Very easy.
Let's do it.
All right. Next up, we are going to give away one of our blueberry extra large sewing mats. And these, I tell everybody, Jane, if they don't have one of these on their machines, under the machine right now, they're doing their machine a disservice, because these things actually do work. They dampen the vibration that the machine makes going to the electronics, so it doesn't. It makes your electronics, kill them early, so it makes the machine last longer. It dampens the sound that it makes sitting there. It doesn't let it slide around, and it protects the surface it's sitting on. So pretty awesome. Look at Jane's there, right there. Jane's got one.
I've been moving some things around in my space, and so this was actually really handy for me. But yes, I do love my sew mats.
Oh, they're great. So if you don't have one, you need to get one. But we're going to give away a blueberry extra large right now. So Andrew, spin that wheel.
Extra large. So you pick the size, yeah? Yes. Cool. If you don't have, Tammy Thacker, congratulations. Hanging with us on YouTube.
Yep. Tammy, congratulations. So Tammy, to claim that prize, you need to go to smplive.tv. Scroll down toward the bottom of the page where it says claim my prize. Fill out all that information complete. Hit submit. And we'll get your blueberry extra large mat shipped right out to you. All right, next up, Jane, we're going to give away one of the Brother P-Touch label makers. People absolutely love these things.
Yeah.
It's $130 for this. Plus, we're going to give you about another $60, $70 worth of tape. I think it's 7 or 8 cartridges of tape that you can put in there to print out different sizes and different colors. And you can just Bluetooth from your phone with these, so you can do all the work on your phone, hit print, and it'll just print it right out. So it's a lot easier than the old ones. And they've got a great app with it that you'll download. And so we're going to give one lucky viewer one of these. So Andrew, spin that wheel.
And what a great way to kick off the new year is organizing. And this is a great way to organize all of the things in your.
Yeah, I needed one of these yesterday. Rhonda in Iowa is our winner. Congratulations, Rhonda, watching today from YouTube. Jane, how can she claim that prize?
Oh, Rhonda in Iowa. I wonder if Rhonda in Iowa has any snow for you, Blaine. Well, Rhonda, just go to smplive.tv, scroll to the bottom of the page, fill out all the information. Make sure you send your address or put your address in there so they know where to send your P-Touch, and let them know what you won. And you have 30 days to claim your prize, Rhonda in Iowa.
Very well done.
Awesome. Congrats. I like it.
All right. So that is all of our winners today. So make sure y'all claim your prize. You have 30 days to claim those prizes, or Andrew's going to put them back in the prize closet. Got to say a big Happy New Year's out there. Shout out to my mom up in Arkansas. I know she's watching.
Happy New Year, Blaine's mom.
And I don't know if I told you, Jane, but Michelle's been extremely sick, but she woke up this morning. She is feeling better. And so hopefully she'll just keep getting better. She's had the flu and been in bed for about about a week and a half
I
now. So
know, poor
it hadn't been
thing.
fun for her at all.
But I was going to ask you, and I actually didn't want to bring it up because then I remind you that your wife's been sick, but I'm glad that Michelle is feeling better. I know she's watching today. So Michelle, glad you're feeling better and continue to rest and be on the mend.
All right. Well, Happy New Year to everybody out there. Jane, thank you so much for coming on and surprising everybody today. And it's awesome news we had to share with everybody. And Happy New Year to you. And I know I'm looking forward to seeing you in Ontario, California in a couple weeks. So we're going to have a good time.
Great. So much fun, Blaine. SMP Nation, you guys are awesome. I can't think of a better way to kick off the new year than saying hello to all of you and hanging with you, Blaine and crew. Thank you so much. I will see you in Ontario, California in just a few short weeks.
All righty. Thank y'all out there, and we'll see y'all next Thursday. Don't remember, January the 9th, we have our Durkee Happy Showcase. Make sure y'all mark your calendars down for that. And if you want to go to the January 8th Art Spira event, make sure you sign up for that on January 8th with Sarah Vetzer. We still have tons of spots open, and it's virtual, so it makes it really easy, only $49. So you'll make sure you sign up for that. All right, Jane, we'll help you have a great rest of the day. SMP Nation, y'all have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. We'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye. you.